everyone, it's Lisa from Hub Sticker Co. I hope you're doing well. It has been quite a while since I've done a video, and I have a video for you. I'm actually setting up a new planner, and I have a life update. So if you like watching train wrecks, pull up a chair because I suspect that that's what this is going to turn out to be. So first, I want to share the June subscription collection. So as you know, or you may not know, I do two sizes of the subscription collections. I have a regular size, which is roughly the size of a B6 page, and I have a junior size, which is roughly the size of a passport page. So the stickers in the junior collection are the same stickers that are in the regular. They're just smaller, and they're designed for smaller planners, like a passport, a week's. I have a friend who uses hers in her TN. I actually use them in my weekly setups in my A5s because I don't always have enough room to put stickers, but I do want to, like, I want to put something there, right? So that's how I use those. And each collection comes with a piece of vellum, and that's this month's vellum. And then the junior is, this is an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and the junior is half of this 8.5 by 11 sheet. So why don't I go ahead, I'm going to open the regular stickers because they're going to be easier for the camera to see, I think. So every month, I do a monthly subscription, and it's available in either premium matte or washi, and regular or junior, and that subscription has 14 stickers and a sheet of vellum and a folder. So the folder is kind of, I always do it to match the theme of the collection. So this is strawberries, so I found some really cute strawberry artwork that I wanted to use for this. In previous months it was lavender, so obviously I used lavender for that. I think so far my favorite one is the folder that I used, or that I created for Willow. Willow was my October collection last year, and I made the folder to look like a grimoire, so that so it was all kind of spooky and stuff. So I do take the inspiration for the folder from the collection. So here we go. So here is and the inside is done too. I don't do that with like the folders that I used to give away for free with every order, but now they are an add-on to your folder, or to your order. I don't do the insides of those, but I do want to make sure that this is all part of the whole subscription experience, if you will. So one of the stickers it can either be a sheet, a special sheet, or a die cut. So I think up to now I've only done die cuts, but I just love the sparkly things. So and I love the little teacups, so that's what I did for the die cut for the strawberries. And then we've got your Hello June. Every month has a different font. I like to make the font kind of match the feel or the vibe of the collection. So you get a month sheet, and it has a small month calendar, as well as a number of Junes. A chapter. I forgot to add the chapter, I think, onto May's. Sorry about that. And then Hello June. And if I have room, depending on how long the month is, not days wise, but like letter wise, if I have room, I will put some deco out here as well. And then you get a full page of the June dates. So this, because of the calendar sticker, although you could probably cut the calendar sticker out, that's probably what I would do. This is kind of really restricted to June of 2026, but this can be used any June. So you get June 1 through 31. I do that every time on the 30-day months. Sorry about that. And then you get your scripts. You get this month, this week, to do, birthday, meal plan, groceries, appointment, and to buy. It's just a sampler. If you want to see more scripts in the subscription, drop something in the box below. I am kind of taking a step back and evaluating the planner setup collections, and also the monthly sticker subscription collections, and trying to make sure that I have really included the things that you want and need in them, so that they'll be more helpful to you. You get 3 pages of deco stickers, and FYI, this is on the premium matte paper. I am out of the full collection in the washi sheets. I only have a la carte pages now for extras. So yeah, this was a really popular one. So deco sheet 1, deco sheet 2, and deco sheet 3. So what I love about these is that I can play a little bit more. I can do some bigger, some smaller. You know, stickers here, depending on where you think you might want to put the sticker into your books. Here's the scenes. I like to try and do like one kind of large sticker so that you can, you know, maybe put it on a monthly intro page or something like that, and then a couple of other kind of larger stickers as well. And I really loved the Strawberry Market with the bicycle a lot. You also get edges and florals, and in my next collection, it's edges, but it's not necessarily flowers. I did that one year with the holiday collection too. I did cookies as the edgers, Christmas cookies as the edgers. So this is the edges page, and then you've got different sizes. They, you know, come off, and you can put them coming out of the sides of the paper or on the bottom or on the top, however you feel like you want to do it. And then there's some tiny stickers here for you to use to fill in some spots and spaces. This is the days and numbers collection or page. So this page is it's got 5 sets of days and 4 sets of numbers. So the numbers are going to last you longer than the days will. The numbers are going to last you, you're probably only going to use 2. You use one on your monthly spread and another on your weeklies. So then you've got some extras to play around with, or kind of keep in your stash. And at the top here, let's see if I did this for this one. I did not. Oh, I did. At the top here is circles. Well, it's not gonna peel well because of I'm not a huge fan of premium matte paper, I'll be honest with you, but these are circles that you can put down, and the kind of the goal for these is to put them under your numbers so they pop off the page. Especially with a font this thin, you definitely want something underneath to kind of make them kind of pop and come to your attention. We have ink splotches for layering. I love using these to kind of just stick, you know, if I want to title a page or something like that, I'll put a box on and write it out. I've been getting away from like traditional functional stickers, like functional boxes, and I've been kind of doing some neat different kind of boxes. Like I started out with frames and things like that, but I found these and I just loved the gingham and all of that, and I thought they fit the vibe really well. So I'm excited to actually use these in my planner. You get a sheet of washi paper, of washi strips rather, and this is a premium matte, and they peel off obviously, and you know you can't rip this paper, but if you to fit, but if you have some small scissors, you can cut them down to size for the page that you want to put them on. And then these two are the terrible washi sheets. These are always going to be washi paper, and it's a full page sticker that really what you can use it for is to create your own torn, if you want like a torn paper vibe or something on the page, you can use this to create that. Or you can use the whole sticker too. I've done that as well. If I have a page to fill up and it's a really pretty pattern, I'll put it down and then maybe put something over it that I write on and stuff. So that is the collection. Like I said, the junior collection is the same stickers, just smaller. And as I get into my planner setup and my planning, you'll actually be able to see both sizes because I will have them. I will be using both. All right, so before we get into the planning, let's do a little quick life update. So I've got my planner ecosystem and my dog I bring these all over the house, so my dog is part of them as well. So these are part of my planner ecosystem. This manager's notebook is from Paper Tests. I hadn't gotten any Paper Tests this year because of the just because of the tariffs. It was so expensive. But I really missed the manager's notebook. And what I missed about the manager's notebook was, let me show you. I missed about the manager's notebook. I had one for planning last year. I missed this page. So I like to track, I like to use this to track projects and like use this kind of like a Gantt chart and fill in the days that I work on something and the percentage done. And I find that to be very helpful. I can also use it maybe to track, you know, on Wednesday, I worked on this project for 4 hours. So I want to gather information about how I am or how long things are taking me to do and things like that to help me streamline some of my processes. So that is the manager's notebook. And then I also went through and, you know, created on the monthly spreads, you know, for all the different launches and things that I have to do. I kind of filled out what stickers I need to make on which days in order for me to meet my goals. So this is that. So, and I am behind. I'm not following it precisely, and I'll get into why in a moment. This is my my kind of common planner, and this sticker is from Lauren Phelps Designs. I think I bought like 4 of them. I think he's just so cute. She's so cute. They are so cute. But this book is it's the huge Rosy Life A5. I forget what she called it, but it's got like over 500 pages, and it fits beautifully in my 5-year Hobonichi planner cover that I got. So this is what I've been using for it again. My dog goes everywhere with me. There's dog hair is just a part of my life. I don't even see it anymore, really. So that's that. And then this is what I used to call my work bonichi, and my full-time job. I didn't use my stickers for a couple of reasons. One, I didn't want to have any sort of appearance of conflict of interest, right? Because seeing my stickers on a planner, you could assume that's advertising and things like that. So I just kind of stayed out of that, but that turned out to be okay because I put Coffee Monster stuff all over my work bonichi. So I want to show you this a little bit, and then I'll show you what I'm using now and why. So I love these Anatone planner, the planner covers. And oh, my friend Chad, I have this in the back, and it's Get Your Shit in a Kit. My friend Chad did that for me. He said it one day and it just cracked me up so hard. So he drew it out for me. So yeah, so this is my setup for my work bonichi for 2026. You can see I did go all out, and I love her work stickers, like as I mentioned, per my last email. This meeting could have been an email, those kinds of things. I actually love those. I swear I think I've used these in the last like 4 or 5 years in my planner, so that in my work planner specifically. And then I did put a folder in here. I had some of this Coffee Monsters Co. Vellum in my drawer, so I did make a little folder in the front. I've got my 2026, and I got the all the months and everything. So I was really setting this up in style, and then I was using this to kind of as kind of a table of contents, if you will. I don't really track much for work. What I do track is already like in our systems. I track my team's metrics, or I did. So this really is like if I were taking notes on a specific day or whatnot, I would actually just put it in here so that I could leverage it. And I was keeping track of my PTO as well at the bottom of this page. And then we roll right into months. So January. I don't think there's anything on these pages that's going to get me in trouble. So all the way up to May. So on May 8th, I was told that my position was being eliminated. So I no longer have a full-time gig. My last working day was last Friday for my full-time job, and I will say that I miss my teams. I worked with the best people on my squads, and there were no toxic personalities. Everyone was respectful, and it was just it was just such a great experience working with them. So I actually miss that, the people a lot, the work not so much, but I do miss the people a lot. So so I went through and I had decorated all of these things with all the stickers, and you know, I guess that's the risk you take when you plan ahead, right? That things might change. So there's that. And then I was trying to peel stuff up and maybe potentially use this the rest of the year, but I decided that I don't want to do that. I really want to start fresh because, yeah, there are hard feelings, right? You don't like to be told that, you know, you're not valued anymore by the company, right? I am very lucky in my in severance though, so I have a few months that I can, you know, of cushion for me. So I want to focus 100% on my shop and get that done. So I would do weekly planning, and I would just put on here, I would put like any meetings that I had and things like that. Obviously some pages are more used than others. This is Ellie Florals. So Lauren from Ellie Florals. This is one of her kits. But mostly it's Coffee Monsters Co. And again, it's just because A, they're fun. B, I didn't want to have any, even a whiff of impropriety, that people could say, oh, she was promoting her things at work. And then the daily pages, again, some have, you know, more than others. Some are strictly notes pages. I would go back to, you know, previous pages, and if I didn't use them, I would just like take notes on them and whatnot. So that's what these would be for. And yeah, and I really found this planner. I was the most consistent in this planner. Last year, I had an A5 that I was using. It wasn't the Hobonichi format. It was something else, but I bought a cousin and for work, and I called it my work Bonichi. And then I also had a cousin Han, that I used to track my team's work. So I was a scrum master, and I would set it up a little differently. I would actually turn these weekly pages into a grid, and I would put the stories, and then each day of the sprint was along the side, and I could take little updated notes or highlight where someone said something was at risk or something like that. I have to write things down, otherwise I don't process it. So that's kind of where I am. So I was going to just toss this, to be honest with you, because again, I'm never going to need it again. The information in here is useless. However, the pages in here are not. So there are some things that I want to do in my monthly setup that I'm actually going to poach pages from this and tip them into this one. So I am going to actually I was like, where is the ruler that I got out specifically for this purpose? So I don't need necessarily the whole thing, but maybe I'll do the whole thing anyway. Let's do this. And the Hobonichi paper, by the way, it tears like a dream very straight when you take it out of your planner like this. So now I have a sheet, and I'll tip in this page for whatever I need. So there's that. So I'm going to go ahead and close this and move this off to the side. So with kind of a new start comes a new planner. Who knew I was going to say that? So I did actually go back and get, because I had such good consistency in planning with the cousin, for work, I decided to try a cousin for now my personal, this is my Lisa planner, right? So this is all the things that I have to do. I'm able to merge my shop to-dos with my personal to-dos and kind of get a better picture of my day. I don't have to divide the day anymore into this is when I have to do my full-time job work, and then I have to do everything else in the other hours. It just doesn't help. It causes a lot of friction for me. To be honest with you, the happiest I ever was, like planner-wise, and the best I ever did planner-wise was during COVID. And because I wasn't at work and no one could see my notebook, I was comfortable like using one planner for everything. So I literally was using one planner for everything and taking notes in it and all of that. And that was was amazing. So so now for now, I'm going to get back into that again. So I'm going to use this to kind of plan my tasks in my day. So what might you ask? Am I going to be using this for? This is strictly to scope out strategy, and project tracking, and what are my projects, and what's my what are my goals, and what are the action items I need to break down to accomplish my goals. And then once I have those, when I do my different planning, they will make their way in here. So that is my plan for this Hobonichi. And I've already so today, in the interest of full disclosure, today is it's June 3rd. And I did get this to start this week, but I did start using it and putting some stuff in here as I was kind of thinking about how I wanted to structure my days. So this is, like I said, this is going to be for everything. I have full page stickers in my shop that can cover these. And have them be a little prettier. I'll grab one and probably put it down, but I did not think to grab it before I started here. So, and then I am going to use this for tracking, and I'm going to track my health and wellness on here. So the things I do every day for me, and I need to keep track of, like making sure I take my medicine, making sure I give my poor dog his medicine, making sure and it's to track mental health too, like am I showering, what's my mood, that kind of thing. So if I'm in a spiral, I'll have the data that I can look at and kind of be able to recognize it. So this is for tracking. And then the monthly pages are just monthly pages, right? And I'll be setting up June's monthly page today. And then the weekly pages, really what I'm using these for, I'm kind of going back, and I hate calling it back planning, but I do have to go in and kind of fill in some things. So Monday, I did a great job of tracking what I was working on and the time and all of that. I have an app that I use, and I can put a link to all the apps that I use for my organization in the description box below, and I can actually do a video on those if you're interested. But I use an app called Bluebird to keep track of my my time blocks. Some people call them Pomodoros, and the reason they're called Pomodoros is because the person who kind of coined or created the approach, he would use a kitchen tomato timer to kind of time his work spurts. So I think that's where the name came from. But I work in 25-minute chunks, and do a 5-minute rest. If I don't do a 5-minute rest, sometimes I'll be really focused and I'll be like, no, it's okay. I will after 4 blocks take a half an hour away from my desk because it's just insane. So so that's how I kind of do that. So I want to come back in here, and I want to I can enter based on the log data in Bluebird, like the things that I did. I want to track like when I woke up. I want to track my food on here. So like I had breakfast at such and such a time, and it was this, because at the end of the day, I do want to start kind of getting a better idea and a better handle on my insulin and my blood glucose, because I am type 2 diabetic. So I want to make sure that I'm taking care of myself, and this will be the tool that I'll use to help myself with that. And then the dailies, I did actually start on the dailies in here because I did not want to wait. How many times have you bought a planner and then you just didn't start using it because it wasn't time, you didn't have time to set it up perfectly and things like that? I'm not going to do that anymore. So I have started using them, the days and the day sheets, and I have not filled out today's day sheet, so I might fill that out as well. So my goal here is to fill out the June monthly spread, and I don't know if I'm going to get into this week or not. I also want to, if you follow me over on Patreon, I do a monthly digital freebie, and this is this month's monthly digital freebie, and I printed it out on vellum so I could tip it in to my planner and have that you know, kind of be pretty. I want to do like a Hello June page or whatever. So that is what I'm going to do with that. So let me grab my sticker sheets. One of the reasons I was kind of glad that I had, again, train wreck, I told you. One of the things that I'm glad that I didn't have the, you know, the washi sticker paper left is because I wanted to completely cover some of these so that I don't see the colors through. I'm really not a fan of the reds. And I know that Linda from Rosie Life Planner, when she was using Hobonichi, she would actually, she would take whiteout, or Tipex, she called it. I think that's the brand where she's from. And she would, you know, just kind of color over all the color, and then she would fill everything in with her stickers. So I don't want to go that extreme, but I will be putting my circle stickers over the numbers with the number stickers, and I'll be putting days of the week up top, and I'll do a little bit of deco on here as well. So that is my plan for the June release. So I think if you follow me over on Instagram, I've been sharing my daily to-do list. I didn't do it yesterday, I'll be honest with you. So I take a GLP-1. Sorry, I can't find anywhere. I have 8 billion pairs of tweezers and I can't find any anywhere. Found one. I completely lost my train of thought. Tell me you're perimenopausal without telling me you're perimenopausal. So I've been sharing my daily to-dos, and I did pretty well with my to-dos on Monday. My goal really was to kind of share at the end of the day how I did after, you know, how I did with my time and everything. And I did not do that, and I will moving forward. Yesterday I was a lump, so I take a GLP-1, and I took it on Monday. Day 2, I always feel just completely nauseated. And if you ever had a baby and you had morning sickness, that's what it feels like. And it's horrible. Everything makes you puke, just like when you were pregnant. And it's not awesome. So I was kind of down yesterday, and I haven't been sleeping well because of all of the changes that are happening in my life, I'm sure. I haven't been sleeping well, and that just kind of hit me today or yesterday also. So I was like, oh, I'll just lay here on the couch. I'll go downstairs at, you know, I'm starting to feel better. I'll go downstairs like at 1 and work. So I was like, that was my choice. That's what I decided to do. And then at 3 o'clock, my friend called and woke me up. So I clearly needed the sleep, but that means I did not get much of anything done yesterday. And I was joking. I'm like, how to win when you're self-employed. So it's definitely a discipline, and that's one of the reasons why I've been thinking through some of the stuff that I have been, and I'll kind of share those. I'll share those thoughts with you as I'm going through. But yeah, how to win when you're self-employed. That was me. So I am going to go ahead. You don't want it. This is boring AF. You don't want to watch me doing this. So what I'll do is I'll edit the video and kind of fast forward through this part. So I won't talk. I'm going to just kind of step back and put the circles down and then the numbers. Okay, so I've got all the days and numbers down. I completely spaced because I was talking and did not cover any of the reds, so I'm just gonna have to live with it the way it is. And you know what? It's okay. It's all okay. I have to be able to read it. It's not as important that you guys are able to read it. I mean, it's nice to show it being all pretty and everything, but I'm not going to beat myself up anymore about imperfect pages and things like that. I need to let the perfection go. So sometimes the blade doesn't cut through all the way, and for that I apologize. If you have those, then I am sorry. It does it more with the premium mat than it does with the washi, and I do regularly change blades and all of that. It can just, I don't know, be funky. The machines are temperamental. The premium mat paper though, even though it feels sturdier, it's actually just as delicate as the washi, and if it's not cut all the way through, it ends up tearing. So so that's a kind of something to look out for with the premium mat. But I did try out a new premium mat paper, and I had some of my customers who are like the big premium mat fans test out the paper for me. So thanks to Thace and Fernie for doing that for me. I really appreciate you. And they gave me some really good feedback that I wasn't aware of, even on the premium mat paper. So they really enjoyed the new paper, because she said it didn't tear like the like this stuff does. So there's that. So that made me kind of happy, actually. So I'm gonna white out the June piece, because why not? Now I want my month page. I want to do the Hello June here. I really like this font. I've used it on one other collection. I used it on my Lovely Day. I've been calling my regular collections the classic collections, and then the subscription collections. So they're, because they do have different sheets in them. But I did use this font in a Lovely Day classic collection, and I absolutely loved it, and I thought it was a really good for this collection as well. I do really enjoy the scripts a lot, and I do try to get the font that matches the vibe of the collection, as as much as possible. And I think I've done okay so far. What was I gonna say? Oh no, totally lost it. Totally lost it. Okay. So I have here, I don't know if you can see it. This is my elderly phone. This is my old phone that I used to have. And it's funny because I did not I'm filming so on my regular phone, so I can't use my regular phone for this. So I am, and this calendar is not updated. Excellent. Okay. All right, so we're going to kind of wing it based on what we know to be true. Today I had a collective call at 12:30. So I'm in a product cohort, and we have different collective calls and things every week. And this week we had like Q3 sales planning, and it was actually really, really good. I'm going to be able to do some things shop-wise that I just didn't have the time for before. So I really want to try and focus on that. Monday. So every day of the week, I have a different task, if you will. So Monday is filming, which obviously I didn't get to. Filming and social media, like kind of queuing up social media for the week. And it is, any orders that need to be done. If it's small enough to fit in my mailbox, I can get them out without any problem. But Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are the days that I plan to go to the post office, unless it's for my subscription. And the subscription actually warrants just a separate trip because there's just too many to do that plus orders. So so that's the plan for days of the week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday we'll be shipping. Mondays I'm going to do social media. Tuesdays is a make day, so I want to do production on Tuesdays. This is website Wednesday. So on Wednesdays, I will be making changes to the site. I'll be adding new, that's when I'm going to add new products. So like the listings for extras for the May subscription and the June subscription are going to go on the website today. But there are other things that I want to clean up on the website as well. So I'm doing an audit of the website and kind of making note of all the things that I want to update. And I'll have every Wednesday to work towards that goal. Thursday and Friday are make days, as are Saturday and Sunday. And if I meet all of my weekly goals by Saturday, then I can actually take Sunday off. So that's kind of what my plan is, like day to day. So I want to build systems and routine so that it makes it easier for me to know what I have going on. So like yesterday was a make day. Should have done some stuff, but I can catch that up this weekend. That's not as big a deal, like if I miss that, right? But if it's like missing a call or a training or something like that, that's harder to make up. So I want to make sure that I'm not hurting myself in that process. So I'm pretty sure. So this is where I'm going to have to start writing in pencil, because I can't remember for the life of me, and because my calendar is not updated. Here. I just turned it on for the first time in a long time, and it's not syncing. So I'm pretty sure, I think it's Tuesday the 16th, I have a Dr. Mahata appointment. She's my endocrinologist. That's going to be in the afternoon. I think it's at 3:20, but I will double check. Don't quote me on that. Next week is my baby boy is having surgery. So in September, he had his left ACL repaired, and now he has to have his right ACL repaired. So he has surgery at, I had to drop him off between 8 and 9. And I have to get up early so I can drug him first. He is in complete spaz, and he just loses his mind whenever we go anywhere, barking at everyone and just getting very, very anxious. So he's also an inside dog like I am. I'm an indoor cat. But he's having his surgery, and he's in so much pain. I'm really excited to have that fixed, even though I know that starting on the 9th, it's going to be the longest 12 weeks ever, because he can't be off leash. We have to keep him quiet, and all of those things. And he's like sore and anxious. And when he's sore and anxious, I'm the one that he wants, not my husband. So did you guys ever see Wreck-It Ralph? And at one point, the woman, he's like attending some sort of a talk, like with a bunch of aliens there or whatever, and or a bunch of soldiers, and like she's giving a great speech, and she says something about his mom, and he's like, I love my mama. So that's the joke that my husband says every time now that Leo is like up my butt. She's like, I love my mama. So or he says that. So anyway, total tangent there. So I've got that going on. I have therapy, I believe, on the 17th. And again, I have to check my calendar because I know some of these times have changed. And then I'll have the next one on June 1st. I do have some things to do, related to losing my job. I'm waiting for them to send me information. So part of the severance package was to also get outplacement services, which the last time I got laid off by this company, I leveraged the outplacement services and they were really helpful. They basically helped to coach you on how to look for a job, in a smart way, how to, and they give you a ton of like resume coaching and things like that. And it was really, really very helpful. So I'm hoping that I will be able to stay out of corporate America full time. I am just so over corporate America. I want to continue to run my shop and maybe do something part-time. So that's my goal. And I want to see if anyone at the outplacement services has any coaching or assistance, guidance or whatever for people who are coming out of corporate America and are switching to entrepreneurship and things like that. So that is what I would like to do. But I need to contact outplacement services. And then again, on my production, on this calendar, I have, I've kind of divided the projects up into days. So day one for a subscription project is to start to cut, and that's after the designs are done. That's to start to print and cut the sticker sheets. And I do day one, I do like the days and numbers sheet, and that's the only one I do because that one takes the longest. And then the rest of them are much shorter to cut. So I will fill in other things in there as well. So like when I'm cutting the D&N sheets, I will go ahead and print the vellum, or I'll go ahead and print the folders. And before I go upstairs at the end of the day, I will print out the things that I need to cut on my next make day, right? So that I'm keeping myself like with a good momentum and a good schedule going. I am seeing Colleen. She does my hair and nails. I am seeing Colleen. I can't remember the day. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sorry. I was so not prepared for this. So I think it's the 14th or the 20th. I think maybe the 19th. And that'll be a mani-pedi. I haven't had a pedicure in so long. I'm really looking forward to that. And I do like to get my nails done. I'm not a girly girl, like in the strictest sense of the word, but I do really enjoy having my nails look nice. So that's what I'll be working on. So I will go ahead when I'm off camera, I will go ahead and kind of fill in the rest of my appointments as I have them in my Apple Calendar, so that I can kind of plan out my days and things like that. So let's take a look at the weeks and how I want to handle the weeks. So I went ahead and in the week area, I went and created kind of an ideal schedule for the week, so that one of the bigger things that was kind of a benefit of corporate America is I always knew when I needed to be places and where I needed to be and what during that time frame I was going to be doing, right? So I had a set schedule and now I don't. So I'm trying to kind of create a set schedule, if you will, for my day today. So I want to take some self-care time in the morning. I know that when I was working full-time and having the shop, I was not able to focus as much on self-care, and I want to take this time to actually do some of that. like the morning pages and, you know, making sure that I'm eating a good breakfast and things like that. So I allow myself some time in the morning for that, and then starting on shop work. And the reason I don't have like specific items in here and it's just kind of shop work again is because it's Monday. So I'll start with social media and things like that, because I know what I need to do. That's what I focus on Mondays, right? So then I will take a lunch break and I'll drop the whatever shipping I have off if I need to, and then dinner, and then kind of cleanup, general picking up and laundry, and then I'll have some time to chill so that I can go to bed by 10. So this is what I would like to get into in terms of some sort of a routine, and I've been okay with it, except yesterday I was not, just wasn't feeling well. So yeah, so this is for me to refer back to as I'm thinking about it, starting in a couple of weeks, I think. I use a couple of different plans for kind of figuring out what I want to do and my goals and all of that. So the one that I primarily use is the HB90 plan by Sarah Cannon, and all of the work that I'm doing is in those task blocks, like I mentioned. So what I want to do is that piece of paper that I tore out of my other planner, I lost it. I lost it. I swear to God, I would lose my head if it wasn't attached to my body. It might be in here somewhere. Okay. So let's pretend we have, oh, here it is. Found it. So, so what I want to do with this piece of paper is I want to, first of all, I really want to cut this end piece off here. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to number obviously 1 through 30, the days of the week. And then I'm also going to have down the side a list of my projects that help me towards my goals, right? So maybe it's a home project and I'm doing, you know, something like cleaning up the living room, or, you know, decluttering this cupboard we have that just kind of catches everything. You know, if that's my project, and what I want to do is over the month, I want to track how much time I spend on those, because I actually estimate how much time it will take me. So I want to see how close I was to my estimate, which will help me estimate better next time, right? So all that empirical information is going to be helpful for that. So that's what I want to do with this. And rather than putting it in the monthly spread, I was going to put it back here and hook it up to the June intro page. And I was going to do it like this, and I was thinking that I would use tip and tape, but maybe what I'll do is, because I want to decorate this, and I don't want this to interfere with it. So I rearranged my office and did some cleanup. The cleanup was not all that effective. I'll be honest with you, I still have a lot to do. I just have so much stuff, but I did rearrange my washi. So it's in a different cabinet now, and I keep reaching for the wrong place. So this is Lauren Phelps Tip and Tape. I like this stuff because it basically has, it's not a color, so it'll match anything that you want to, any spread that you want to use it on. So I like that a lot. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do this. And if you're not familiar with Lauren Phelps Tip and Tape, this is the beauty of that. It is that you can kind of take this off so you can put it on half, right? So you're not trying to do all the things all at once. So split down the middle. So now I can put that down here, and oops. And now I can trim it, make sure that it's trimmed okay. And just kind of put it down where I want to tip it in. So I don't want it to go over the side because I think it's going to get puffy enough, and I don't want this to get like all icky, like kind of over the side of the page. But what I will do is put it just in the, just under the margin. So there. And choosing a June page was completely by accident. I didn't do it to have the same color grid, so that was a happy accident. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I will go ahead and mark the days, you know, from 1 to 31, and then like put the days on them, and then on the side I'll list my projects that I'm working on. So let's start down here. And this is just completely giving me like bullet journal vibes. Who also did a bullet journal and set things up like this all the time? I know I did. Okay. So I do have a declutter thing that I'm working on in the house. And laundry. We have such a huge backlog of laundry. I can't even. Yeah. During COVID, my laundry was never so done because every time I got up to go to the bathroom, my washer and dryer are in the bathroom on the first floor. So every time I got up to take a break, I would be in that bathroom and I would just, you know, flip laundry. I'd fold what was in the dryer, I'd flip it over and start a new load. Like my laundry was never so done as it was during COVID. Anybody else? Or is that just me? All right. And then I've got the July subscription. I've got the June Patreon. And then I do want to do the July Patreon. And the August subscription. And then I'm going to also work on Christmas in July. I have a bit, I'm doing all of my holiday collections in July this year. And then I am going to also be working on the planner set of collections. Keep an eye out for those. I'm offering, it's going to still be enough stickers and decoration to kind of last you through the year for setup, but I'm going to change the format slightly. And you're going to have some different choices available to you. Like maybe you want to get it for 6 months or you want to get it for a quarter. You know, those kinds of things. Maybe you want to try one set for Q1 and you want to move to a different set for Q2. So those are the kinds of things that I've been thinking about. And you will, I'll share all of that once I kind of figure out how I want to handle it. And I will, as soon as possible, I will get started on production of those because there is a lot to them and I want to make sure that no one has to wait for theirs. So, okay. Declutter laundry, July sub, June Patreon, July, August, Christmas in July. Okay. So, social media. Because that is a task that I have on my, or part of a project that I have, and I do want to track that time, and marketing. Again, I want to make sure I track that time so that I know on a month-to-month basis, you know, how much I truly need to spend on marketing, so that I can make sure it's part of my plan. So now each day what I'll do is I'll take a look at my summary on Bluebird, and I will say, oh, on Monday I did, I probably did, 3 loads of laundry. It probably took me, basketball time, right? It probably took me 2 time blocks. So I'm going to go ahead and say 2. And then at the end, I should have left room at the end for a total. And then at the end of the month, I'll be able to tell how much time I spent on laundry over the course of the month. And you know what? Maybe I didn't even, count that in my estimates and whatnot. So this is all information that's going to help me as I go forward. And then I know that on Monday I spent a lot of time on social media and all of that. So I have to go look up my numbers. I don't want to guess and write it in here wrong. So that is what this is for. This is for time block tracking. So this is Archer and Olive calligraphy. Words are hard. It's a pen from Archer and Olive, and it's really good. It has kind of a fine brush tip at one end and has kind of a broad brush tip at the other. I am in, it used to be Patreon, but she moved off Patreon, but Letters and Lattes. Her writing is amazing. Her penmanship is amazing, and she does like all kinds of like worksheets and stuff that are available for her followers so that you can try and practice and learn to write like the letters like she does and things like that. But she also has a pen subscription, and I'm in the pen subscription, and every month you get, I think the month that we got these, I think we only got these because they're kind of pricey, but you get different pens every month. So, and I don't have any others in front of me that I can tell you, that I can show you right now. But this was for one of the months, and I absolutely love these, and I want to get more colors. So I'm going to go ahead here, and this color is actually really perfect for this, for the June color in the Hobonichi. Time block. There. All right, so now when I come in here and I go to do my my journaling and things like that, I will be able to kind of keep track of it, the totals here, and I will also make sure that I'm adding the appropriate times to my weekly spread. And again, this is, I want to track this, and I probably won't do this level, forever, but I really want to get to know myself and what my patterns and routines are, and what is a natural routine versus something that I have to force myself into, right? Like how can I meet myself halfway, right? And not just kind of say, oh, it has to be standard working hours because that's what you've always done. I don't want to do that anymore. So so I will start to put things in here over time. So so this is film and artwork for social media, and also ship outstanding orders. Tuesday is a make. So it's all production all day. This is website Wednesday and shipping. And again, you'll see that I have not gotten much done on my site. So there's 2 things that I absolutely have to get done today, and I will focus on those first, and then we'll see how far I get. Thursday is a production day. Friday is a production day. And again, Saturday and Sunday. So when I created my my list of days, the thing that I am going to, or I was going to kind of focus on, for each day. And I did that production calendar and kind of planned it out through the end of the year, so that I could make sure that I wanted to I was being realistic about the things that I would be able to release as part of in the shop and everything, because I haven't always been realistic, right? I have a tendency to be just a little bit ambitious and optimistic about my capabilities, and I plan my throughput for my best day, and you really shouldn't do that. You should plan your throughput for kind of an average, right? Based on your energy. So here's this week, and I do want to decorate it. I do want to put some to-dos down, so that I can sign off, and get to website work. So I'm going to go ahead, and I said the bedtime was what, 10 o'clock. So I'm going to put this across at the 10 o'clock. And last night I actually was in bed at 10 o'clock. I was pretty proud of myself. And I better living through chemicals, I did take something to help me sleep. So I slept pretty good, and I woke up in a pretty good mood this morning. So that was good. Right. You know, what's funny is when I used to plan with this in my work Bonichi, I only needed one of these because I only did 5 days of the week with the divider. So, and then I would do, like, you know, Saturday and Sundays. But maybe I'll continue to do that, because Monday through Friday, you know, it'll be one time, but Saturday and Sunday might be a different time. I mean, it probably won't, but it never hurts to think that way. So I really liked these. The washi for this. I love the strawberries and the flowers a lot. All right, so that's this. Tomorrow I will I have no idea where I was going with that, because I wasn't thinking tomorrow at all. I'm losing my mind. So I'll go ahead and kind of put in, you know, on Tuesday, you know, I woke up early, but I felt gross. Rotted on the couch. And because I did that, now I can actually use stickers. So I'm going to pull out the junior stickers. I didn't show them to you earlier, I don't think, but now you'll be able to see the size difference in the stickers and the things that are on the sheets. Again, the die cuts are the same size, but the rest of the stuff is not. So here we go. Here's the June page. You can see the difference in the sizes here. And yeah, so there might be some things on here that I wanna use to decorate the Tuesday thing, because there's nothing to track in there, and I like to take every opportunity I have to make it look pretty. So I'm going to put this here. I didn't eat a lot that day on Tuesday, so which honestly probably was one of the causes of my issues. Oh, I like the mailbox. I'm going to put the mailbox there. But we'll see. So then I'll track my food down here. So there's that. And then I want to, let's see. Why do I only have one to do on this page? It's ridiculous. I've been thinking about doing add-ons, and that's one of the things that I want to spend today looking at, is trying to figure out how to make that happen on Shopify. So I, you know, maybe you are someone who really wants, you know, more to-dos than just the one, or you want something else, right? So I have people who want, you know, maybe more than one of the days and numbers, or more than one of the washi strips, more than one of the functionals and things like that. So I want to give them a chance to go ahead and add those things, so that they can, you know, they can have the collection that they want. All right, here's my to-dos for the week. So one of the things that that I'm trying for June is, it's an experiment around the work that I have to do, and making sure that I'm pulling in the work at a time that's appropriate for my energy, right? So yesterday would not have been a good day to actually say, oh yeah, I'm going to get, you know, I'm going to get 20 sheets, you know, printed and cut for the subscription, you know, and by 20 sheets, I mean, you know, all of the regular and juniors, you know, printed and cut for that sticker sheet. So that is, it's something that I am going to kind of toy with. So yesterday I didn't have a lot of energy. Monday I had great energy. I did not come downstairs, so I had a very lazy morning, which was lovely. Maybe I'll use this guy. I had a nice lazy morning. I snuggled with Leo for a bit, and I don't want to do that every morning, but it was nice to do it on Monday. And then I came downstairs and started my social media and all of that. So I'll fill all of those things in here, and then I'll fill in the food that I had as well. So that's how my weeks are going to kind of play out in this planner. So the to-do list is going to be pulled from my monthly to-do list. I haven't figured out yet if I want that monthly to-do list to be in this planner, or if I just want to keep it in my app that I use. You know, which way would be easier. The app that I use is called Note Plan, and what I love about it is it syncs to all my devices. So when I have a phone that actually, you know, is on and working, it's all synced. I can open the app, and anything that I typed on my MacBook is available, and anything I did on my iPad is available. And if you went to my Instagram stories today, I took a screen grab of my Note Plan tab for today, so that you can see like what's on my list of things that I'm trying to work on. And finally, freaking filming this video was on it. So you can see I did start to use some of this like for tracking the my oh my god, words are hard. My time blocks, but it wasn't really working out necessarily for me. So so there's that. So I am going to go ahead and put my things that I want to track over here. So I have to take kind of 3 rounds of medication. I have a low thyroid, so I have to take a thyroid med, and I have to take that on an empty stomach, and I can't eat or drink anything but water for half an hour, and that is the longest half hour of the day. So that's my levothyroxine. I do have some AM meds, like my mental health meds are all AM meds, and then my PM meds. I also want to track Bed by 10. I want to track Leo's meds, which I did give to him this morning. And I want to track, what else do I want to track on here? I want to track when I shower, because I don't want to become a bum. I don't know, I got into a bad habit during COVID, like when I was home, like working and stuff, like I wouldn't shower, you know, until the nighttime, or whatever. But, you know, I do my best work when I get up and start shower, you know, and take a shower and kind of get moving. And that's what I did this morning. So, so that was good. I don't know of anything right now, but if I think of anything, I will definitely add it. Oh, I want to track that I took my Mounjaro and the day that I took it. And I want to make sure that my patch is being used appropriately, because I forget it all the time. And I'll still be like, why am I feeling so kind of run down? And it's because, dummy, you forgot your patch. So sorry, I shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't name call yourself like that, because what you say, the words you say, they matter. So I did my patch and my Mounjaro on Monday. I did take a shower. Leo did get his meds. I was not in bed by 10. I did my PM meds. I did my AM meds, and I did my levothyroxine. I actually truly will never forget to take my levothyroxine, because I literally can't eat anything until I take it. So I remember if I've taken that. And I did that. I took my meds yesterday as well. Leo got his meds yesterday. I was in bed by 10. I did not shower, and I didn't do my Mounjaro or my patch, but I didn't need to, so that's okay. And then this morning I took my levothyroxine like a good girl. I took my AM meds like a good girl. And then and I gave Leo his meds this morning as well. I did shower. And again, no Mounjaro or patch, because today is not the day to do it, but I will have to change my patch like Thursday. So tomorrow. So that'll be good information to have. So I'll check that off tomorrow. So this is going to be my habit tracking. And then I am going to do my time block tracking on the page that I tipped in here. So I do want to do like a Hello June spread, even though it's going to be hidden under this. I just really enjoy doing a Hello June spread. And this page is usually the one that I put my scene page on. Maybe I'll use the one from the junior. Yeah. Because I do want to actually put some goals and stuff on here as well. So this side will be all deco, so it'll peek out of the tip-in. I want to do Hello June. And then don't want to do that. I'll grab one of these guys and have it coming out of the side of the page. I don't care if it looks upside down. It's my business. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Oh God, I wish I could remember her name, but she makes, she's a dietitian with a master's degree, and she does like all kinds of recipes, and she does a lot of scoopable salads and stuff. And like my favorite thing that she does is like, you know, this is kind of moldy, but that's not my business. Like, she's staying in her lane. Okay, so Hello June, and what I'm going to put over here, I'll write down my goals, which I don't want to share on the YouTubes, because some of them are money related, and I'm from a generation, I was raised by a generation that never talked about money, so that is also one of my hang-ups. So I will, I think I'm going to end this here. I didn't do as much putting into my calendar as I had hoped. That's okay. I can go back and do that. And I know that I want to use this. Maybe I'll do some more. Maybe I'll put this down here. Because to be totally honest, I you know, I refer back to the monthly page, but pretty much once my planning is kind of done, I only go back to it once a week when I do my weekly plan. So that is a thing. There we go. I also, I'm going to do a Patreon spoiler as well. So I did make my Patreon again this month match the subscription. So I did use my Patreon, one of the sheets for my Patreon rewards here. And I am completely obsessed with this duck. Completely obsessed with it. I don't know if you can see it. I'm completely obsessed with it. So I will put the link to my Patreon in the description box below so that you can go on over there. If you subscribe to my Patreon anytime in this month of June, you will receive that strawberry collection. And it's my husband makes fun of me. It's a $10 holla. It's $10 and you get 3 regular size sticker sheets in the mail. They come first class mail in an envelope. So, you know, it keeps the cost down so that I can actually get those to you at, you know, at a reasonable cost. Because I know the cost of things are going up right now, and you know that kind of a deal is something that you might enjoy. So yeah, so $10, and you get it monthly, and 3 regular sheets. The difference in this versus my other collections that I have on my site, my more traditional collections, is it's always got little animals like this. So it's very cute, as opposed to some of the other stickers that I use, right? Like these are very kind of traditional, like stickers, you know, they're very pretty florals. These are more cute. So I actually like this aesthetic as well, and I love doing the Patreon collection. And then you can mix and match, because this is strawberries, my June is strawberries, so you can mix and match them. I did have one last thing. There's my tip-in. So I wanted to like decorate the front of this a little bit. I guess I'm not necessarily team I don't like the color. I guess I'm more team I want to put a sticker on it, but I don't want it to be a sticker that I love and potentially you know, have it go to waste. So this is a second, so I was printing out the premium matte for the folders. I laminate my folders with premium matte, and this was the one that I used for May. And I couldn't use it because I forgot, I did one of the print settings wrong, but it is perfect for this. So I thought I would actually put this on here on the front folder and on the front flap, and use this to decorate the outside. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it off camera because, you know, that's just one train wreck too many. But I hope you have a really great week. I hope you have a great month. I'll end the week maybe with a little flip of my week and talk about maybe a little short of how my week went and the goals that I accomplished. So if there's anything you want to see, like I said, if you want to see me, how I use my planning systems in the different things that I, you know, digitally and hybrid with analog, I'm happy to share that. If you want a link to HB90, if you're interested in checking it out, I can get you the link for that. I believe the signups are open. And I used to have an affiliate code, but I don't anymore, but I'll still send you the link to her thing. And then I will continue to follow my schedule of, you know, my production days, my maker days, my shipping days. And before I do anything else today, I have to finish organizing my office, because I move things around. I moved the rack that I keep the cutting machines on. I moved that around, so none of them are even plugged in right now. So I have to do that. And I have to clean up all the stuff that I pulled out to make room for other stuff. I have to put that stuff away. I really don't have a lot of room in this office for any new stuff, as my husband keeps telling me. So Anyway, I hope you all have a really great week, a great month, and I'll talk to you soon. If you like this, if you're still with me, if you hung in there, thank you. I appreciate that. And if you like this, go ahead and like the video and subscribe so you know when I'm coming out with more. Have a great day, everybody.